Hello and welcome to my home. My name is Erica Heroy and I'm an architect in Austin, Texas, and today I'm giving you a tour of the Young House in East Austin. Back in 2015, I was looking to buy a home for my family, one that we could remodel and would be a good stepping stone for my new architecture practice. We toured this house on a whim and immediately fell in love with the craftsman details and scale of the spaces and its overall potential for an addition. It was a bit older than I planned to purchase for remodel, but it had a great layout, good bones, and lots of charm. From what we have learned from neighbors and some digging, this home was not originally built here in Chestnut, which is a historically black neighborhood in East Austin that is rapidly gentrifying. The home originally was built near UT, and as the university expanded, houses were sold off in auction. Viola Young purchased this home from UT and moved it to this location in 1954 to serve as an investment property. Viola was wife to Doc Young, the first African-American pharmacist in Austin who owned Hillside Drugstore, which is now the location of Hillside Pharmacy. Our understanding is that it was primarily a rental property until we bought it. As we come into the living room, you can see these great pine floors and pine shiplap walls. All these old Texas bungalows are built out of mostly pine from the piney woods near Beaumont. Framing, floors, walls, siding, roof decks are all pine. Typically, the interior walls were covered in wallpaper, but over time, most of them had been sheetrocked. So uncovering shiplap walls can be a fun surprise if you like the idea of showing it off. We added a wood-burning stove to this room. It would have originally had a decorative mantel with a gas heater, but that was long gone. One of my favorite rooms of the house is the dining room. It is just the perfect size, and with 6 large windows and an original built-in window seat, this room really doubles as another living room for my family. Originally, a built-in buffet cabinet separated this room from the kitchen. We were able to relocate that cabinet to the kitchen and create a modern open layout between the kitchen and dining room that still honors the style of the original home. The kitchen is one of the few rooms in the original home that was heavily remodeled, as we brought this room down to the studs. We kept the original floors and ceiling, but all the cabinets, the island, and the windows are all new. One of our strategies to keep costs down on our project was to keep the old windows and walls intact where possible. So the old bedrooms and living room and dining were mostly painted and the electrical updated. This means that a lot of the old walls are uninsulated. In rooms like the bathroom and the kitchen, where we brought the entire space down to the studs, we were able to insulate. To make this home work well for our family, we added a master suite to its already 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom plan. To delineate the master suite as an addition, we changed the siding on the exterior and also broke with the window pattern from the rest of the home. It was also important to me that the addition didn't dominate the overall feeling of the home. Because of our limited budget and wanting to keep with the home's original aesthetic, it was important to keep the addition size to be just what we needed. Thanks so much for joining me on this tour today. If you aren't already, please consider joining Preservation Austin as a member and help us keep bringing attention and excitement to our city's history through its architecture and spaces.